I'm going to put together Chapter 3 of the 1066 Tractor Series. Um, this is the probably this one and the next one is going to deal with my preparation for splitting the tractor apart, and this was filmed almost a year ago. So um, the first thing you got to do is excuse the film. I'm not really sure why the camera did it at the time, but it would start out very dark and then fade into or get brighter as the camera sensor adjusted to it. The camera doesn't do that anymore, and I'm not sure why it did it at the time or what caused it, but um, you'll notice it. So it starts out dark, but it'll lighten up. Um, Basically what it is this will probably be a two-part series. There'll probably be this will be three, and there'll be a four continuing on with the split of the tractor. Um, I'm going to show at the beginning of it the stands of how the tractor is supported when it's split, and the building of the stands and some of the preparation work for splitting the tractor apart. So here we go. I hope you enjoy. And again, it'll be probably this will be chapter 3, and there'll also be a 4 regarding the split. So here we go. I cut these pieces of channel for the front support of the tractor when I split it. When I weld them up, I'm just going to tack weld them. That way, after I'm done using them, I might be able to reuse the steel for something else. I'll bring it back. This is going to be this 6-inch channel is going to be the bottom part of the bracket. Okay, you got to burn some holes in it. Got to move the tractor so that I can straighten it up and get it into a good position to do the work on it. got to burn some holes in this for the bolts, and burn holes in the other one that I fabricated for the bolts. So I'll bring it back for that. What we're doing is just kind of finishing up the brackets for the it's going to support the tractor when I split it apart. Just going to burn some holes in it for the bolts. Over to the fit up now onto the tractor. We're over the tractor now. Get this in place. I'd have to grind a little bit of that slag off of that. You see what I... Okay, so there's the one stand mounted. Gotta start stripping some of the tractor down, pull the battery off. Batteries are 6-volt hooked in series to make a 12-volt system. I've had this battery tray off of there. First time I've had the batteries off. When I picked the tractor up, the guy that I bought it from had the batteries up and was charging them independently on a charger. And when I got there,
He put the batteries back on, but I really wasn't looking at the condition of the battery trays or anything. The tray is a little rusty here. I'll show it to you as soon as I get it off. Yeah, the tray is, you see where it's kind of rusted out. I'm assuming that it went over that way. It's also rusted out in here. But not real bad. I mean, it's usable. Go over and do the other side now. This tray over here doesn't look to be in as bad as condition as the other one did. Bolt missing from that. There was only one bolt on the other side, and you probably saw that I put them back. Put them back because these bolts are actually authentic to the tractor, and they have a marking on them. So if you wanted to keep it authentic, you should save the bolts. And one looks like it's been stripped. Let me see if I can find something, maybe a 6-point socket. Try this together. I found a 6-point socket. Let me see if it'll work. That was tight. This battery tray's in a lot better condition. I'll clean them up, sandblast them. They'll be good. This one will be good as new. The other one I'll see. I've got a supplier that has parts for an international, and I'll see if he's got anything. Okay, so I've got to break the oil lines apart. Break some stuff apart on the other side too. Okay, here's some. All of this tractor that I've ran into so far has been standard sizes. I go to take these oil lines off, and it turns out to be a metric. It's a 16 millimeter. I'll wire them up somehow, maybe get a zip tie or something and pull them up to the manifold. The tank is going to separate with the back half of the tractor, so with the transmission and axle, so I've got to keep these lines wired to the manifold or to the engine. I've got a couple of zip ties. I'll just do them up that way. Probably go back to the other side and take that part over there. These lines here are directly out of the transmission hydraulic pump on the transmission. They go down to here. The pump's under here, and they're tied in directly to the pump. So they go to the cooler. There's a separate radiator fluid cooler for these lines, which are in terrible shape. Do some research on these and see if this is these rubber lines were original or they've been replaced. Get a little bucket so that I can catch some of this into it. Actually got a pan right here. Not sure how much it's going to leak. As you can see, it really looks, that oil is really bad. What gives it that light color, I'm not sure if it's dirt or if it's air in the line, because I think it's dirt. And again, this is why I didn't want to add more fluid that I needed to this tractor to when I wanted to weigh it, because it was just going to be throwing money away. Possibly I could have come up with a means of filtering it, but I'm not really sure. But I don't even think I want to do that. I don't think I'd ever want to put that bad oil back into it. I wonder if it makes a difference which line is which. I'm going to tag these lines just so that I know. That won't work. I'm going to have to find something to put onto it, and I'll bring it back.